Hey leaders, I want to talk about something that might feel like a mindset shift, but it's absolutely central to why we do group time the way that we do. The goal of group time is not to get through all the questions. It's not to finish every activity. It's not to check every box on the page. The goal of group time is this: to get every single student in your group to engage. That's it. Success in group time isn't measured by how much content you cover. It's measured by how many students participate. That means your win is every student talking at least once, or giving a thumbs up or a thumbs down, or nodding, writing, choosing, or reacting, or sharing a thought, even if it's short or unsure. This is a big shift from how a lot of us learned in church or school. But here's why this matters so much. When students just sit and listen, learning stays very shallow. But when students talk about what they're learning, when they wrestle with it, when they ask questions about it, when they put it into their own words, learning goes way deeper. And that's not just a theory, that's actually how the brain works. Brain science shows us that learning strengthens when students retrieve ideas out loud, or explain something in their own words, or hear themselves articulate a thought, or interact with other people's ideas. Talking actually creates new neural pathways in the brain, and listening alone doesn't do that nearly as well. So when a student speaks, even if just a little, their brain is doing more learning work than when they stay silent the whole time. That's why your follow-up questions matter so much. Instead of taking the first answer and moving on, you might ask, what makes you say that? Or does anyone see it differently? Or who hasn't had a chance to share yet? Or can you put that in your own words? Sometimes it means gently pulling answers out of students who wouldn't volunteer on their own. And that's not putting them on the spot, that's actually inviting them into the learning process. You're not trying to get perfect answers. You're trying to get participation. Now, here's something really important that we need to name. If you are consistently unable to engage every student in your group during circle time, that's not a leadership failure. It's usually a group size issue. Groups are designed to work best when they're small enough for every student to have space to speak, react, and be noticed. If your group feels too big for that to happen, the solution isn't to talk faster or move on quicker. The solution is to split the group. That might mean recruiting more volunteer leaders. That might mean multiplying groups. But engagement thrives in smaller spaces, and it's worth it. Because if you only get halfway through the questions, but every student is engaged, that's a win. If you finish every question, but half of the group stayed silent, that's not actually the goal. So as you lead, keep asking yourself this one question: who hasn't engaged yet, and how can I invite them in? Because when every student participates, every student is learning. And that's what group time is really about.